All right. How we doing, everyone? Hope we all enjoyed last week's lesson. Had a great rest of your week and weekend after that. We're going to go ahead and get into lesson number 6, which is going to be our final lesson of the semester. So, what are we going to need today? Today, we're going to need one of the following. We're going to need a ball that can be dribbled, and that's going to be one of the following balls: a soccer ball or a playground ball. We're going to need an object that can be used as a placement marker or an obstacle. So this can be whatever we've been using the whole time, pretty much. So a cone, a water bottle, a cup, a shoe, a pillow, anything like that, whatever you guys have been using and whatever you guys have enjoyed using and what's been working for you guys, go ahead and continue to use that again today. So just class overview. We're going to get into a warm-up instant activity. We're going to get into what we're learning. We're going to get into our focus activity tasks, and then we're going to review and close out the lesson after that. So for our instant activity, we have a fitness component focus of muscular endurance and cardiovascular endurance. It's going to be a dynamic warm-up to get us warmed up for our dribbling that we're going to be doing today, dribbling with the feet. So it's going to be, again, a dynamic warm-up. It's going to consist of 3 different exercises with 3 different sets of each exercise. Exercise 1 is going to be a squat jump with 15 repetitions of that. Exercise 2 is going to be side lunges, 10 repetitions each leg. And then exercise 3 is going to be to jog 10 yards and back. How we're going to do these is we're going to complete each exercise consecutively. So you're going to do squat jumps, then you're going to do side lunges, then you're going to do the jog 10 yards and back, and then you're going to receive a rest period after that before we get into our next set. So just to go over what the exercises are again, we have squat jumps. You can see we have right here a graphic of a squat jump, how you guys should be performing that. That's going to be, again, squat jumps, 15 reps, exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is going to be side lunges, 10 each leg. You can see the graphic right here. It's going to be 10 with your right leg like that, and then you're going to switch and do 10 with your left leg the same way. And then jogging 10 yards and back. You can see the graphic here. It's just pretty simple. Just jog 10 yards, jog back. And you guys are going to have 1 minute to perform each of these 3 exercises. So again, we're going to perform squat jumps, and then we're going to get right into side lunges, and then we're going to get right into our jog 10 yards and back. You guys are going to have 1 minute to complete that. And then I'll give you guys 30 seconds to rest before your next set. So I'll go ahead and mute my audio, turn my screen off, and get you guys into this. All right. So okay, so here's your 30 seconds rest. Make sure if we have a water bottle handy, take a sip of that water, take a seat for 30 seconds, whatever you guys got to do to get ready for set number 2. All right, rest up. Here we go into Set number 2. Again, we're going to be doing those same 3 exercises for set number 2. It's going to be this 15 reps of the squat jumps, the 10 reps on each leg of the side lunges, and then a 10-yard and back jog. Give you guys another minute. I'll go ahead and mute my audio and turn my screen off and let you guys get into set number 2. All right, go ahead and finish up there. And we're going to go ahead and get into our rest. So again, if you guys got a water bottle, go ahead and grab a sip really quick, take a seat. We've got 30 seconds before our next set. All right. Here we go. Set number 3. Again, those 3 same exercises: squat jumps, side lunges, and a 10-yard jog and back, all consecutively in your 1 minute of time for your final set of our warm-up today. We'll go ahead and get into that. All right, so that was our 3 sets of our instant activity warm-up. I'll go ahead and give you guys 30 seconds just to grab some water really quick before we get into the lesson today. If you guys got some water handy, make sure we're taking a sip, staying hydrated. I'll give you guys this 30 seconds, then we'll get moving. All right. So what are we going to be learning today? Today we're going to be working on progression drills through dribbling with the feet. We're going to be dribbling through and around obstacles to reach our end result, which is going to be successfully dribbling through and around obstacles with the inside of our dominant foot. And we're going to be following those correct cues that we're going to be giving you guys in just a little bit. We're going to be performing this activity individually. We're going to be outdoors in an open area just for safety reasons. So before we get into that, just our quick health activity of the day, it's going to be sleep. One of the biggest overlooked health activities or health aspects in the world today. So how much sleep should we be getting? You guys can see this little graphic here. That's going to be the recommended amount of sleep for each age group. So you guys are probably going to fall into this grade schoolers, 6 to 12 years of age. It's going to be 9 to 12 hours of sleep. And then once you guys start getting a little bit older, for those of us who are fifth graders, moving into this teens category, it's going to bump down to about 8 to 10 hours of sleep before that. So just some healthy sleeping habits that I found. One is going to be to keep a daily sleep schedule routine. So go to bed and wake up at the same time daily. This is also going to involve your meals. So try and eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner around the same time each day. And that's a great healthy sleeping habit to ensure that you're getting that recommended amount of time of sleep per day. Another healthy sleeping habit is going to have nothing to do with sleeping at all. It's going to be being active during the day. So making sure we get our exercise throughout the day so that we're actually tired when we want to go to bed. It's going to be extremely important to get in that 9 to 12 hours for you guys. Another one, limit your screen time before bed. This could be a phone, TV, video game, whatever screen you guys have nowadays. This is one of my biggest problems. I try and limit it by charging my phone on a different side of the room than my bed is. So I have to put my phone away before I end up going to bed. That's just one strategy that I've used that's helped me get away from screens before going to bed. And then finally, learn to recognize if you have a sleeping problem. Just really quick, I have a quick video for you guys right here that I'm going to play for you.
Hi, I am Dr. Edith Bracho Sanchez with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Every parent knows sleep is essential for a family's health and happiness, but how much does your child really need? Toddlers and preschoolers need 10 to 14 hours of sleep. School-age kids need at least 8 or 9 hours of sleep at night, and some may need more.
So just really quick, at school age, 8 to 9 hours, that's going to be you guys. So we always want to make sure we're getting between 8 and 9 hours of sleep per night to ensure that we're being healthy with our sleep and to ensure that we're ready to go for the next day.
If your child seems sleepy in the morning, talk with your pediatrician on how to improve the quality of sleep she's getting. For more tips on kids and sleep, visit healthychildren.org.
Yep. So again, if you guys want some more tips on how to get your healthy sleep, how to get that 8 or 9 or 10 hours of sleep per night, go ahead and go to healthychildren.org and look at the sleep section of that website.
Hi, I am Dr. Edith Bracho Sanchez with today's tip for kids from the...
All right. So dribbling with the feet. Cues for dribbling with the feet. We're going to want to make contact with the foot in the middle of the ball. We're going to want to push forward gently with the inside of our foot, cue number 2. Cue number 3, we're going to want to keep the ball close to our body when we're traveling. And cue number 4, we're going to want to use the eyes to look at the ball and to look in front of you. So activity number 1, we're just going to be dribbling through cones. It's going to be 1 minute and 30 seconds. We're going to set down a cone or a starting object, and then you're going to need 4 other objects or placement markers. So again, this could be a water bottle, a cup, a shoe, anything like that. You're just going to need 4 objects, and we're going to walk out 2 big steps from the starting cone and place the first out of the 4 objects down, and then take 2 more big steps and place your second object down. And we're going to continue doing this for those 4 objects. So we're going to have 5 cones in total, a starting cone, and then the 4 after that. We're going to be dribbling through the cones using the inside of your foot, and we're going to want to remember to keep that ball tight, close to our foot, just to keep control of that ball. You can see Miss Spicer here demoing this, going in and out of the cones making sure to use the correct cues, using that dominant right foot and keeping the ball close to her body for control. So we have a 1:30 timer here again. We always have our demo video right next to it. If you guys ever need to look at that demo video, just go ahead and take a quick peek at it and then get back into your activity. I'll go ahead and turn my screen off and mute my audio and get you guys into activity number 1. All right, time's up on activity number 1. So activity number 1 continued. For the last 1:30, you're going to be leaving your starting cone where it is. However, the 4 cones or objects after that first placement marker, we're going to want to move in towards your starting cone or object 1 step. So the first activity, we took 2 big steps away from each cone for you guys to dribble in and out of. For this time, we're going to want to have 1 step in between each cone just to make it a little bit more challenging and a little bit shorter distance for you guys, again, to make it a little bit more challenging. So you guys can see Miss Spicer here has the cones slightly closer to make it more challenging on her in our demo video. Again, demo video is always going to be on your timer slide. So I'll give you guys a couple seconds to get your cones set up one step away from each other, and then we'll get you guys into the activity. I'll go ahead and mute my audio and turn my screen off, and I'm going to give you guys about 15 to 20 seconds to just move those cones to where they need to be, and then I'll start your guys' timer. Just wanted to let you guys know I'm going to go ahead and get that timer started. So let's go ahead and get ready to continue practice activity number 1. time's up on that one. So activity number 2, we're going to be dribbling around obstacles. So this we're going to need, again, we're going to need 4 placement markers. So just keep those 4 placement markers. We're going to want our cones should be spread about 10 feet apart to have a big area. And we're going to need 5 water bottles. I'm sorry. We're going to need 4 cones. And we're going to set up a big square. So each of the 4 outer cones are going to be 10 feet apart, just to give you guys a big space. And then we're going to need 5 objects. So this could be a water bottle, cone, red Solo cup, anything like that. And we're going to set them up in random spots on the inside of your square. And we're going to be dribbling around and through those objects in the square for this task. So it's just kind of like a freestyle dribble that we're going to be dribbling and weaving in and out and around all of our objects that we, excuse me, objects that we have in there. Again, we have our demo video right here. It's going to be a 2-minute timer. Again, demo video always on this slide if you guys need to look at that for some direction. I'll go ahead and mute my audio and turn my screen off and let you guys get into it. All right, time's up. I'm going to go ahead and move into activity number 3. So we're going to need 5 placement markers for activity number 3. We're going to be dribbling through and around obstacles. We're going to set 1 down as your starting point, and from there you're going to walk to the right 4 steps, set your second object down. From that second cone, we're going to walk 4 steps to the left, so in a diagonal line. We're going to place that cone down. So this is going to be cone number 3 here. We're going to walk back 4 steps to the right again and place the cone down. And then finally, we're going to walk 4 steps to our left one more time. And we're going to place that cone or object down. You're going to then start at your starting cone and dribble to the cones and go around them to the next cone in a zigzag pathway. You're going to repeat this task for the time given. So you can see Miss Spicer here. She's got her starting cone and she's moving to her second cone. She dribbles in and around that cone and then back through, and then she's getting to her third cone, which she dribbles in and around as well. So just one more time, we got our demo right here. If you guys need to look at that, give you guys a little bit of time to go ahead and set that up. I'll go ahead and mute myself, leave my screen on to give you guys some time to get your 5 cones set up, and then I'll start you guys' timer. All right, hopefully we all got all of that settled and ready to go. I'll go ahead and mute my audio again, turn my screen off, and let you guys get into this activity. Alrighty, great job, everyone. Time's up on that activity. All right, so we have reached the end of our final lesson. For our assessment, again, we have the Flipgrid. We're going to submit a 2-minute video on Flipgrid of you successfully performing task 3, which is going to be dribbling with the feet through and around obstacles for 80% of the time. So we're going to use the Flipgrid code below to access your assessment, or the QR code to the right, which all you have to do for the QR code is scan it with your smartphone camera, and it'll pull the website right up for you guys. So that's that. All right, so that's the last slide, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed all of our lessons. I wish we could have been in person. It would have been a lot more fun for all of us to interact with you guys and be with you guys, teach you guys how to be physically active, teach you guys physical education. But we had to do it differently, and we made the best of our opportunity together. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed it. I know Spicer enjoyed it. And we thank you guys for participating and watching our lessons. It really helps us out a lot. So thank you so much. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and enjoy the rest of your time with us this semester.